Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Saturday, Saturn Day, October 5th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduced to number 5 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit guidance, in today's energy, we have the stingray energy come out in the reversal position. So this is the stingray in the upright position. In the reversal position, the stingray brings me to a lack of balance, a lack of order, a lack of flow. And the number 5 energy is amplified today. I feel like what's a saving energy when it comes to today's energy is the fact that Saturn is the ruler of the day. And Saturn is in Pisces, and with Saturn energy overlooking the day, that surely slows things down a lot to where there's less chaos. There's way less chaos because Saturn slows everything down. Because with the number 5 energy amplified, the number 5 is a storytelling energy. If you look up some of your favorite authors and storytellers, you'll notice that they have the number 5 within their birthday, whether it's their day, their month, a combination of numbers. They have the number 5 and the number 3. Those numbers are very similar. So with the storytelling aspect of the number 5, that's what makes the number 5 such a good sales energy, where people strongly associate with the number 5. Energy could make really good sales people. And sales, you could sell different things in different ways. With the number 5 amplified, then to me, this is where we go to an energy that, this is where the storytelling energy turns into lies. With the number 5 dealing with communication, and this energy is amplified, this is where someone might tell lies unknowingly in some situations, or even knowingly, just because of the need to have something to say. Because when the number 5 is imbalanced, it brings me to an imbalanced throat chakra. It brings me to a person not feeling comfortable enough to be in silence. So there's always a need to fill in the sound. There's always a need to say something. And this is where, people could find themselves making up things to say because they don't have anything to say. And it's okay for us to just sit in the silence, to allow for there to be gaps or spaces when it comes to, communication. Allow for the silence in between, allow for the pause. So when it comes to the communication today, I could see situations where there's a lack of balance or order. And this is where we buy into a story that is not true, or someone find themselves telling a story that is not true, but it wasn't from a place of being vindictive or nefarious or anything like that. It's just needing to say something for the sake of saying something. But with Saturn in retrograde and Pisces, I feel like that energy is a saving grace, in the sense that I personally believe that people could only deceive us with our permission. Because there's something about their story that we need to believe in because it benefits us in some way. Say you're with someone, you're in a relationship with someone and they deceived you or whatever. Not saying it's your fault they deceived you, but when I say there's something that we need to believe in, it's like being with them means something to us. We allow the idea of the relationship or the connection to tell a story about us that defines us in some way. So it's important for us to be defined in a certain way. So we're seeing the person and we're seeing the situation based on this image in our mind, opposed to seeing the individual as they're showing up, inconsistent, as they're showing up with holes in their stories, where we're not able to see the holes in the stories and the inconsistencies. Is not until looking back we're like, oh wow, all the red flags were there from the very, very, very beginning. But it's like in the moment we couldn't see the red flags because there was a story that we needed to be real, because it meant something about us in some way, small or large. With the number 5 energy within today also, it brings me to overstimulating energy. It brings me to impulsive energy. I think of someone leaving the house with plans or intentions to get certain things done, only for none of that to happen. And instead, the day ends and nothing that you planned to get done got done. It was a day that was pretty much all over the place, a day that went from one extreme to the next. With the number 5 energy also, it brings me to a lot of thoughts to the point that there needs like escapism from all this thoughts. And when it comes to the escapism from the all these thoughts, this is where we see addictions, whether it's weed, it's alcohol, it's sex, it's junk food, it's social media. It's like a form of escapism because of the constant thoughts and ideas coming in one's mind. Also too, with this number 5 energy, it brings me to channeling. So all this 5 energy within the day can also be beneficial energy for channeling, because I think of like, say, Saturn and Pisces slowing things down. So with Saturn slowing things down, we're able to pretty much have structure and order when it comes to our imagination. And then the number 5 energy being a channel, because with the number 5 energy, this doesn't necessarily go for everyone, but most of the time, if not all, based on my observation, people with the number 5 energy are clairaudient. And because the number 5 is a clairaudient energy, and a lot of the times in the early part of these people's journey, silence could feel so loud. So this is where you'll go into the home of someone with strong number 5 energy, and there's a lot of noise going on. Whether for me, it's a lot of noise, where to that person it might not be noise, in the sense that they might be watching the TV, but they're not really watching YouTube on the TV. YouTube is just going in the background, and there's some way listening to it, but then they're on a computer or a laptop or a cell phone doing something else, and both those things are happening at once. And then far in another room might be a radio going, and the radio just goes, and it's like all these things are happening at once, and to them it's normal, where for me, like, that's way too much happening at once. I'm not saying there aren't 5 people who can't just sit there in silence for hours, but what I am saying is most of the time when 5 people aren't aware of their ability to be clairaudient, the ability to sit in silence is hard, because they're afraid of what it is that they will hear in that silence. I think of someone growing up in a traditional household, a traditional religious household, and the fact that they're hearing things, that sounds wild to tell anyone that you're hearing anything, so this is where a person will pick up different habits as a form of self-medication, trying not to hear anything, trying not to perceive anything in the silence. So this is where, someone might put YouTube on and go wash the dishes, but they're not even really watching or listening to that thing. It's almost like it's just filling in the silence in the moment while they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. So when it comes to today's energy, it brings me to, you know, escaping from oneself in some way, afraid of what it is that we're hearing or intuitively picking up. When it comes to the card, we have the 5 of Cups in the upright position. So with the 5 of Cups energy in the upright position, and this here brings me to some possible disappointment today. And when it comes to the disappointment that, you know, some might be dealing with because of this disappointment, it's or how we're perceiving a situation, it's hard for us to just flow. This is where it's like, instead of noticing that there's still some things to look forward to, you know, some of us could find ourselves caught up and overwhelmed and disappointed based on what's not working. But when I look at the chart though, the only real challenge that I see is the Sun and Mercury squaring Mars in Cancer. So there might be something around the family or the mother that comes up today, or that stands out more than anything. And I also go back to Jupiter squaring Saturn and Neptune, where it's like, you know, there's some challenging aspect between the home, the family, challenging you or challenging your relationship. And the fact that you're seeing certain truths within, you're seeing certain aspects of the situation in ways that you've never seen it before. And now there's this sense of responsibility because you see, or you know more, you see more, you know more, based on what you're perceiving when it comes to the situation might call for you to do something. And from that, maybe that's where the imbalance energy is coming from. But overall, when it comes to today's vibe, with the 5 of Cups in the upright position, Stingray in the reversal position, just brings me to emotional imbalance. It brings me to the thought of not owning one's feelings, not owning something. Today's energy, Saturday's energy, will kind of remind me of Thursday's energy. The only difference between today's energy and Thursday's energy is that there is a somber vibe about today's energy compared to Thursday's energy. Yeah, there's something somber about today's vibe. There's something dimming about the vibe. So it's like, say Thursday was sunny, where today feels overcast. It's like that kind of vibe. But with both energies, say there was something pressing Thursday that needed to be addressed or dealt with, but for whatever, with everything going on Thursday, there was a way to overlook it. Where with today's energy, it just feels heavy. It's like too heavy to overlook. That's just the feeling of the day. So today's at one of those days where it's like someone saying, I'm crying, but I don't know why I'm crying. That kind of vibe. Like, I'm sad, I don't know why I'm sad type of vibe. Something's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong type of vibe when it comes to today's energy. Something's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong. I'm sad, but I don't know why I'm sad. This isn't right, but I don't know why. And you do know why. If you're, you know, if you're sad, you do know why you're sad. It's just whatever it is, whatever the issue is, it's like not giving yourself permission for that to be an issue. Not giving yourself permission for that to be a thing. Like, I think of this video I saw on YouTube recently, and this girl calls in this show to get advice about her situation when it comes to dating, and it's quite obvious what the advice would be, but she keeps saying she's confused and don't know what to do. It's not that she's confused and don't know what to do. is that she doesn't want to accept the reality of what needs to be done. And the reality of what needs to be done is to cut her losses and move on. But she doesn't want to accept cutting her losses and move on because she also keeps mentioning her age and being single. So because she wants to fit the ideal of having someone and complete this image in her mind, complete this story in her mind, you know, this person who's giving her crumbs, who's showing up and then ghosting her, showing up and then ghosting her. And then also too, the way how they're being intimate is something that she's not comfortable with. And she's overlooking all these things and saying she's confused when the only thing that's obvious, the thing that's really, really obvious is the fact that she and the person have nothing going on. Like whatever they got going can only happen if she doesn't allow herself to feel and be honest with herself about how she feels. But she's like, she's confused, and it's like, no, you're not confused. You just need to let go of these ideals or stop trying to force something to fit in this illusional story that, you know, she has in her mind, that she done bought off movies and marketing and everything. And say when it's all said and done, she's looking at it like, oh, you know, her age and being single and focusing on everything that isn't working instead of owning and acknowledging what is working, and, you know, creating a lack of flow within herself because of the story that she chooses to tell herself. And because of the story she chooses to tell herself, she forces a connection to fit that doesn't fit in order to create a story based on the stories that other people, you know, the stories that we've all been sold in some way or the next. But it's time for, you know, it's time to create new stories for ourselves. It's time to create new stories for ourselves. Like, what kind of stories are you telling yourself? And how are those stories benefiting your life? Like, if you're miserable, it's a reflection of the stories you're telling. If you're happy and you're joyous, it's because of the stories that you're telling. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me, because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The fifth benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The sixth benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the seventh benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. It is always such a pleasure sharing these messages with you. Before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a blue heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.